welcome to the channel, and today we've got our game against Memphis. Now I'm going to do something a little bit different since I'm away on vacation. I'm going to let this whole game play out on the channel. Please let me know what you guys think, if you liked it, if you didn't like it. We'll go back to our regularly, the way we regularly do things when I get back and get some more time under my belt. But for this time being, we're just going to have good old Reese Davis and crew call the game for us. It's their job anyway. So, if you guys like what you saw, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe as I post videos as often as I can. With all that being said, y'all, enjoy the game. See you next time.
What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to the banks of the Mississippi River, Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, home to the Memphis Tigers. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a team from the American, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Sun Devils will boot it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lloyd. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Memphis offense will have the football first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for a man, it's Dyer. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
Memphis will be forced to punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Sun Devils offense has the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like, you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Quickly complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The offense set for a first down play. On the ground, it's Udo. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
Pressure coming. Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up some yards on the last completion, but it's third down. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Bringing the heat. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. The Sun Devils will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
He'll pull it on the read. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt, wants to make a play. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for a crease. It's Udo. Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Oh, they're after him, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense trying to take it back. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Notre Dame is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Joe Montana, this might not be over yet. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Stanford. We'll circle back if anything big happens.
Turning it on! He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. To the air, it's Levin. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Udo.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Sun Devils are flying down the field. Wants to throw again. The short hands, it's Butler. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking for a crease to the left. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Five yards away from another 3rd down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on 4th down. Instead, they back up. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that. Might be the worst case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. He's got it on the run. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he made the extra point without problem. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They just haven't been able to get much going so far, punting it away on both possessions. To throw, it's Dyer. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Handoff to the lone back. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Memphis will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And the returner will be brought down. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here and try to get the football back to your offense?
Finds his tight end. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And the Sun Devils have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Caught in the backfield. It's Johnson. Touchdown, Arizona State! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right, and I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
The Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 15. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. To the air, it's Dyer. Under fire. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Release to the back. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Memphis will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Let's see what they've got on second down. To the air, it's Levitt. Fires left. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. And the Sun Devils decide to punt it away. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off. What a play by this defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Caught behind the line. It's Ross. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that one.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try the run. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught close to the marker, it's Butler. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking downfield, it's Levin. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's got it on the move. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment there. Got his man quickly. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sun Devils will try to punch it in on first and goal. Marches ahead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And on that situation on the 1 yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Caught in the backfield, it's Udo. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. Here's a heat. Looking to get it in. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So they took over inside the red zone and go 19 yards. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Memphis about to boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Levitt. Pocket breaking down. Gets it out quickly. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got a man. It's Butler. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver on the middle of the field.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
Still on their side of the field, no problem. Going for it, 4th and short from the 44. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And the Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. out of the gun. The running back has it. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Off play action on first down. Rush is on him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. There's the pressure. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Running game got it done on the last play, and now it's first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. It's a draw. Shakes off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quick completion on the out. He'll be stopped just a little short of that 25-yard line, and now they have a decision to make on 4th down.
And I like easy, not complicated, quick little out routes from my tight end that I know I can get a positive gain, keep me ahead of the sticks, and put me in a good situation.
Breaks into the open. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip.
Touchdown, Arizona State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But This offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. The give on the option. Tackle was made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. Memphis will be forced to punt. He'll take it on the return. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call.
Illegal block in the back. Return 2.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Handoff from the gun. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Throws to the tight end. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
That's a nice job by this defense, getting in the backfield quick. They got in there so fast, anticipating pass on 3rd and long, but they reacted so well to the run, get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the punt here.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Quarterback on the keeper. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read, because he's watching the D lineman and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
Clock winds inside, a minute to play here in the 3rd. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Takes it on the return. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give to the back. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Levin. Finds his man. It's Butler. At the 45 on his way. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and in 3rd and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You've got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass. The defense did a really good job playing the pass. And
big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. This time he's got it. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Sun Devils have taken it inside the 20. Powers through the defender. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Caught near the sticks. It's Moss. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. North Texas has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 19 to East Carolina. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the back. There he goes. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching. Heading into their next game.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Catch in the middle, it's Lloyd. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Here comes the heat. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got...
Looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Out of the gun to give to the back. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with the W.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. And the Sun Devils line up to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, Memphis! Stealing a score on special teams.
You're down, you need a play. What a nice job on the big punt return to give a spark. You can hear this home crowd going bananas. They needed a big shot in the arm, and they got it with the punt return.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. The deficit is huge, this one is all, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Brown has it. Turning it on. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Quickly to the tight end. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. 2nd down coming up. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Nice, solid completion there. Hit him on the slant.
Yeah, and a nice route in the slot, too, by that receiver. Great job putting his foot in the ground, crossing the face of the defender, and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Hard running there. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the ground with the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Puts it out of the air. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. A strong, methodical, workman-like effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.